Hey guys, Corey Martinez from the Paradise Valley Community College Fitness Center. Today we're going to be doing a low impact strength workout with a little bit of cardio mixed in. Today as we do our workout, if at any time you need to pause it, take a break, that's great. Everyone's at a different level in regards to their fitness and health. So some of us may need to just keep going, and some of us may need to take a break, and that's okay. Don't feel bad about that. So a couple things to think about before we start is your breathing. Always make sure you're breathing. If we hold our breath, that kind of puts a little bit of pressure on our insides and our heart, and we want to make sure we're not doing that. So always nice, smooth breathing as we go along. If you're having troubles breathing, that's maybe a good idea to tone it back a bit or take a break. If you feel like you're in pretty good shape though, even though we're breathing a little bit heavy, that's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10 throughout this workout, the most you should be at is a 7. So if we get above that 7, definitely take some time off or lighten the load, your resistance, whether it's a weight or ball, or just your pace. Let's see. I think that's about it. We're going to get a nice little warm-up. Warming up's important. It gets the blood flowing to the muscles that we're going to work. It lubricates our joints, all in an effort to reduce our risk of injury, which we never want. So always important to do a warm-up. 5 to 10 minutes is great. General and specific warm-ups are always good. So to get started, we're going to start marching. Just nice and simple in place here. Again, go at your own pace. If you feel like you can march a little bit faster, you can. I'm just going to keep it a nice steady pace. So we're going to do kind of some modified marches here. We're going to change, or not modified, but we're going to change kind of some of the things we do while we're marching to work our brain as well as get our bodies warmed up. So now we're going to breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Nice job. Give me a nice big smile. Breathe in, exhale. You guys are doing great. Breathe in, exhale. All right, so now we're going to toe tap. Just alternating toe taps right in front of us. Again, at your own pace. The further you reach, a little harder it's going to be, so make it nice and easy. Again, we're just warming up, so we're not challenging ourselves yet. We're just getting our bodies warmed up for our movements today. Nice job. Let's get back to our march. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So let's get them going back. Do a lateral view just to give you an idea. Just kind of loosen it up. Now let's go the other way. Keep that march going, nice and steady. Make sure you're breathing. All right, now we're going to heel tap. Nice job, you guys. Put on a big smile. You're moving. This is how we feel good. We release those endorphins. Those feel good chemicals that our brain releases just by moving. It's a miracle. Nice job. Now we're going to do some different types of marches. We're going to march for 15 seconds. And then we're going to go wide. We're going to bring it narrow and go out wide again. All right, let's bring it slowly out wide. So now we got a nice wide march going on. Three, 2, 1. Let's bring it in slowly to narrow. You guys are doing great. should be feeling nice, warm sensation going through your body right now. As we get through these, go ahead and take it out wide again. Breathing. Next, we're going to do some side marching, so we're just going to take it side to side. And let's go. Again, just however you feel, you can have your hands on your hips, give yourself some stability, go at your own pace. I'm trying to set a moderate pace, I might be going a little quick. Add a little element into this side march. Side march, hold, and reach. Side march, hold, and reach. Keep it going. Only reach to your level of comfort. Don't overdo it. Again, we're just warming up. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and our last warm-up movement, we're back to our march. And we're going to bring our arms forward and around. Arms forward and around. Warming up our legs, our arms, and our shoulders all at the same time. It's beautiful. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, if you have water with you, make sure you get a couple sips here before we start our strength workout. Always make sure you have water by your side, maybe a towel to wipe off some sweat as we go along. Today, a couple things you can utilize with our workout. We got a ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can use maybe a pillow or something, or just weights if you have that, or a water bottle you can use to squeeze. Also, if you have different types of weights, please have those ready. We're going to use something for a suitcase carry, which is going to require a little bit heavier load, so maybe you have a bag with some cans in it. And then maybe if you don't have weights at all for some of the other movements, just have a bottle of water, a jug of water, some cans, anything you can use to provide resistance for our movement. So to get started, this one is just our body weight. We're going to do a lunge with a twist. Now, all of us are going to be at different levels. All we're going to do, slight lunge, twist, twist out, twist over that front leg. So if you're in really great shape and you got really strong legs, this is what a full lunge with a twist would look like. If you're there, that's great. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'm just taking a narrow step, pulling a little weight in that front leg, but I still have weight in this back leg. I'm twisting out. So let's do 10 each side. Go ahead, go at your own pace. I'll give you a little break after this. So if you're going a little bit slower, that's okay. Otherwise, you can go with me on that at this pace. You're doing good. So as I step, I'm making sure this front ball of the foot is playing into the ground, my heel's pushing into the ground, I'm just rotating over that leg. Same thing, other leg. We're alternating. If you also want to make it more challenging, you could have a weight in your hand. You could hold your hands out further. That engages our core even more. Again, everyone's at a different level. Just be whatever level you're at. That's the important thing. Check your ego at the door. Focus on how you can improve you, not how you can try and be somebody else. Let's do one more each side. Nice job. Go ahead and take a little water if you need it. And get your next equipment. I'm going to use a ball, a Silver Sneakers ball, for this movement. This one focuses on our chest, but also our back and our shoulders. And it helps with our range of motion, especially if we're sitting at a desk a lot or computers. So what we're going to do is set up. Got my feet firmly planted in the ground. You'll hear me say that a lot today. Very important. That gives us our stability like a tree. The roots are planted into the ground. So how we're going to start off, you're going to start off with this ball in one hand. What I'd like you to do is bring your shoulder blades together, and then we're going to squeeze this ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can bring your shoulder blades back, push your hands together. You're going to feel engagement in your chest, your shoulders, and that's great. That's what we want. So if you have the object, maybe you've got a water bottle, maybe you got a light dumbbell, we're squeezing our shoulder blades together, we're coming together. We're going to hold this for 3, 2, 1. Switch hands, come out, come back. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Make sure we're breathing with this. 3, 2, 1. You guys are doing great. Give me a smile. Again, if this is too tough, maybe you need a break, go ahead. You can pause anytime. There's no judging here. We just want to improve your strength, your stability, our balance, our mind-muscle connection, and our mood. This exercise enhances our mood and our energy levels. Keep it going. I like to inhale on the way out, bring the shoulder blades together, and then exhale as I push. Kind of get some stress out of that ball. So squeeze it. Maybe somebody frustrated you, cut you off today. Maybe you dropped something. I dropped a lot of things all day, especially in the kitchen. It's pretty hilarious. Sometimes I drop a knife and I gotta dodge out of the way of that. Let's do one more each side. Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze. You guys are doing great. Our next movement is going to be your heavy weight. So maybe you have a bag you got filled out with cans or something that's heavy. Maybe you got a milk jug you think's heavy. Whatever's challenging for you. Maybe you have something lighter. Something lighter's challenging for you. The goal of this is we want to stand up tall and we're going to walk around the room. You could do it in a straight line. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Go ahead and start going. After 15, we're going to switch hands. So maybe you're going back and forth. Maybe you're making turns. Whatever you do, make sure there's no obstacles. We don't want you tripping and falling. Go ahead and switch arms. So this engages our obliques, our core, our legs, our arms. Nice job. Set that weight down carefully. You guys are doing great. Our next movement, we're going to do at the wall. If you don't have wall space, that's okay. You can just do this from the standing area. Just a little more effective utilizing the wall. So I'm going to get all my points that I can against the wall. All my heels, my glutes, my shoulder blades. And all we're going to do is 12 reps of reaching up. And it's okay if those body parts come off the wall, but we want to try and maintain as much as we can contact with the wall. So do 12 reps on your own. This is called a wall slide, so try and keep your shoulders, and I tighten my shoulders, so my left shoulder's coming forward. It's okay. Make sure we're breathing. How you guys feeling so far? At any point you're getting to a 7, 8, maybe it's time to dial it back a bit. Otherwise, keep yourself going. Do 4 more. It's a celebration. Let's celebrate. Nice job. You guys are doing awesome. Our next movement, go ahead and grab whatever weight you'd like to use. That's pretty good. All right. So I'm going to use a dumbbell, but you can use anything you'd like weight-wise. We're going to do miniature wood chops. So typically we chop wood, we're chopping down, we're really getting into it. Our focus today, we're just going to start on this outer hip, a little bend in the knees, a little bend in the hips. I'll show you the lateral view, give you an idea. My chest is up, so I'm not hunched over leaning. My chest is up forward, I'm looking forward, and all we're going to do is reach up with a little bit of bent arms to the opposite side. So we're going to do 10 reps each side. So a little bit of rotation. And my eyes, and my chest, and my hips are following that weight. It's all in sync. 2 more. Nice job. So let's switch sides now. Again, chest is up, my head, the weight, and everything are just slightly pointed to the left. And then as we come up, that weight gets followed by everything. Very functional movement. One of my favorite movements to do. Two more. You guys are doing awesome. Last one, 10. Carefully put their weight down. Go ahead and grab probably a little bit lighter weight than what we just used. But maybe you have one, maybe you want to use that. You're more welcome to. This is going to be 30 seconds. We're going to do a frontal raise. Again, slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the hips. We're sitting back just a little bit. And all we're going to do is bring this weight out in front of us. Our core is tight. I'm going to use a little bit of chest and shoulder, but we're also using our glutes and our lower back muscles to stabilize us because we're bringing a weight out here. We need that balance. 30 seconds. Keep it going. Again, go at your own pace. If it's too hard, slow it down a little bit. Use a lighter weight. Make sure we're breathing. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Set that weight down. Now our next 3 movements we're going to do on the ground, but maybe you have troubles getting on the ground. I'm going to show you those standing movements, or movements you can do as a standing first, and then I'll show you the full movement you can do on the ground. So our first movement, which is going to be a bird dog modified on the ground, what we're going to do, if you can't do it, is you're just going to step back slightly and reach up as much as you can. Don't overdo it. So I'm still engaging a lot of my core muscles. My hips are square, my shoulders are square in front of me. So we're just alternating back and forth. We're challenging our core to stabilize us. Now when we do the full bird dog, we're challenging ourselves a little bit more. So we want to make sure our wrists are underneath our shoulders. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide that leg back and lift this arm up. Now if you want a little bit more, you can lift that leg up. We're going to alternate. So we got 10 on each side. Again, if you'd like to lift up, you can. I'm just going to show the slide version from here on out. Challenge yourself where you need it. Get your level. Make sure we're breathing. Good job. core is nice and tight. We're not rotating at the hips. Everything's pointed straight to the ground. We're square with the ground. This hand is nice and firm into the ground. Keep going. Three more each side. Nice job. Our next movement is going to be a glute bridge. Again, stay down on the ground if you want, or if you are able to get on the ground without any issues. If you cannot, what we're going to do standing is we're just going to lean a little bit forward. We got this nice flat back, and I'm going to squeeze my glutes. So I have my hands on my butt to feel my butt tightening as I come forward. So that's going to be your movement if you can't get on the ground. We want that butt nice and tight. Now if we're on the ground, arms are at the side, palms facing the ground, our shoulders are relaxed, and we want to squeeze our glutes, just like from that standing position. You could have your hands on your butt if you'd like. Feel your glutes getting tight. Feel that squeeze, that contraction, that's what we want. Very beneficial to have strong glute muscles. It propels us when we walk, helps us with our balance, helps us get up out of a chair, out of bed. One of the best muscles to be strong. So we got 12 glute bridges here. Then we're squeezing the glute. Squeeze the glute. Halfway there. Yeah, we got two more. Last one. Oh yeah. Feel that engagement. Now our last movement is a pendulum. If you're on the ground, we want our legs at 90 degrees. We have our arms at our side supporting us, and we're slowly going to the side. It's going to give us a nice low back stretch. If that's too much for you, you can have one leg down and then come across with the other leg on top. Make sure if you do have both legs up, the lower leg is supporting the upper leg so you can kind of push into that. And we're just slowly going side to side. Now if you're standing, what we're going to do is get again, nice push into the ground, bend in the knees, bend in the hips. We're just slowly going to rotate from the upper body, our upper torso, rotating back and forth. Back and forth. So whatever way you're doing, we got 30 seconds. If you've already started, that's great. If not, let's do our 30 seconds right now together. This is a great movement for stretching, but also giving our core some work as well. Exhale on your way up. Or excuse me, inhale on your way up, exhale on your way down. Same thing if you're standing. As you come center, you're inhaling. As you turn to the side, you're exhaling. Give me one more. Another thing to think about, make sure your shoulder blades are staying on the ground. So only go as far as you can until your shoulder blades start to lift. Nice job. We're going to do this one more round. Go ahead and get some water. Wipe out that sweat if you got some. We're going to take it from the top in 30 seconds. I'm going to get a drink myself. I hope you guys are feeling great. You guys should be nice and warmed up now. A little bit of sweat going. This next round will definitely build up a little more sweat. This is the important round. This is where you guys know the movements now, and we can just go through them. Do a great job. All right, let's get started. We got our little lunges with a twist. That lateral view, with a lunge, with a twist. Maybe you even have a smaller step. Stay within yourself. Stay with what you can do comfortably without overtaxing and putting yourself at risk. And that's okay. If you're down here and you got that strength, that's great. That's where I want you to be. You want to challenge yourself. That's how we get stronger. But if we do something we're not able to do, that's where we put ourselves at risk and we injure ourselves. Show you a couple different different stride lengths, and they're all great because it's all where you are, not where I am, not where your neighbor is, not where your husband or wife are. It's where you are, not where your best friend is. But maybe you guys are at the same level, and that's great too. You guys can help push each other at about the same pace. Keep it going. One more each way. 1 and 2. Nice job. Quick little break. Go ahead and get whatever you want to squeeze like we did in the first round. Like I said, if you got a pillow, you can kind of squeeze that cushion pillow together. So spread out wide. We're bringing our shoulder blades together, and then we're coming and we're squeezing. And switch arms. Squeeze. Retract our shoulder blades and squeeze. Inhale, exhale and squeeze. Inhale, exhale and squeeze. Keep it going. You should feel your shoulders shake, your chest shaking a little bit, your arms shaking as we do this, and that's what we want. Getting an isometric contraction as we squeeze. Pretend you're trying to pop that ball or burst that pillow, whatever. Nice big smile on this one as you squeeze. Nice. Keep that going. Keep that smile with the squeeze going. Maybe it'll make it feel a little bit better. We've got 2 more each side. I can do a little extra because I like this movement. Last one. You guys did a great job. Big smile and squeeze. And nice job. Go ahead and put that object down. We're going to do that suitcase carry again. I'm going to do 20 seconds each side. Let's go. Walk it out. Again, if you need to pause at any time, feel free. You're here to improve you. I'm walking around, kind of in a circle around these objects. Again, make sure there's nothing in the way. Switch arms. If you want to walk in a straight line, that's great. But if you can kind of turn with that object, it'll build even more balance and strength in your legs and your core. Keep going. Don't hit anything. I've got a lot of obstacles. And stop. Nice job. Next, we're going to get to that wall again. See if I can do a little bit better this time with my shoulders. If you are uncomfortable standing with the wall and going up, maybe you feel like you're going to fall forward, just walk your feet out a little bit. That'll give you a little more balance. And you're definitely not going to tip over forward if the feet are out in front of us. Again, we want to make sure as many points touching along the wall we can, so we want our elbows, our wrists, our shoulders, our hips. We got 12. Just sliding our hands up as high as we can. If you can't go all the way up, that's okay. Listen to your body. Last one. Nice job. A little bit of strengthening in the shoulders, but also working on that range of motion and flexibility too. I love movements that focus on multiple things, like if we're focusing on balance or strength, strength through a range of motion, which helps our flexibility. All beautiful things. Next, we have our wood chops. Go ahead and get some water if you need it. Take that break if you need it. Keep yourself at your own pace, what you can do. Again, we're never going above a 7 out of a 1 to 10 to scale. So if you're at an 8, 9, or a 10, go ahead and scale it back a bit. Here we go. That weight is at our hips. I'm rotated just a little bit. My head's rotated, but I'm nice and tall. My chest is up. And we're just gonna bring it across. We've got 10. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. Keep it going. Make sure you're breathing. Last one. Nice job. Switch sides. Same thing. Chest up. And rotating. Our eyes are following the weight. Going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Carefully put that down. I'm going to use a different weight for the frontal legs. Actually, I'm going to use the same one. That'll be good. So again, slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the hips, sit back just a little bit. Now we're going to bring it forward, kind of like a pushing and lifting moment at the same time. I'm going to lean back a little bit as I come up, counterbalance. My feet are pressing into the ground, into the earth. Keep it going. 10 seconds. Should be a little bit challenging. Last second, and good job. Now we can put down our weight. Now we're into our bird dogs. Again, you could be doing this from a standing position. Otherwise, you're on the ground with me. Nice and easy. Hopefully you got a mat. Nice and comfy. You can put a towel underneath your knee. Make it a little more, or both knees, or if you have a pad, anything like that. Wrist underneath the shoulder. You extend that arm, slide that leg. Maybe you're here. If you're a little stronger in the core, that's great. Keep going. You got 10 each side. Always keep that breath going. Very important. All right, guys, I hope you're doing good. Keep it up. 2 more each side. Last one. Nice. Come out of it nice and easy. We're going to get on our backs. Unless you're standing and we're doing our glute bridge. So we're squeezing that glute. pushing it forward from that standing position. You're on the ground with me, hands at your side, or you can have your hands on your glute just to feel that squeeze. I'm okay if you do that. I think that's great. We want to make sure we're engaging the right muscles when we do a movement. And the best way to do that is to feel it. In our legs, it's a lot easier. For our glutes. 12 bridges. Squeeze that. And we're going to hold just a little bit for half a second at the top and then come down. Squeeze. Squeeze. My glutes are nice and tight right here. That's the muscle we want to lift. Keep our hips lifted off the ground here. We'll get a little bit of core engagement. Our focus is right on our backside here. 2 more. Last one. Great job. Go ahead and take a break. We got our last movement of the day. I want to thank you guys for joining. We got our pendulums. Nice and easy, side to side. Again, if you're standing, you're just rotating, knees bent, hips sitting back a little bit. You're just slowly rotating side to side from the torso, upper torso. If you're on the ground with me, our shoulder blades stay on the ground. So only go to that range of motion that your body allows. Control it each way. Last one. All right. So go ahead. From our backs, we're just going to get a nice little stretch. Bring that knee in as much as you can. The other leg straight out. Switch it out. Roll that ankle around. Roll to the side, come up nice and easy. Give yourself a nice big hug. You did a great job today. I want to thank you for joining me. Please take care of yourselves and watch more videos and exercise more. Take care.